Yeah, good morning, everybody. I got a lot going on here. Trying to catch y'all up on something. We did all the peaches. We cored them, peeled them. So getting ready to can them. And all the stuff that was left over from the peaches, we put in a 5-gallon bucket. And I juiced it. And I have juice. You can see it there. There. And I had there a couple of gallons of it. And I am currently straining it with cheesecloth. And also going to filter it with the coffee filters and get all the solids out of it that I can. And I will put it on the stove, bring it up to about 175 degrees, not to a boil, but just enough to kill all the bacteria in it. And we'll go from there. I'll let y'all know what we're doing. All right, I got it on the stove. As you can see, I'm heating it up. This is, I had about 3/4, a little bit more than half of screened peach juice. And I put it on low heat, and I'm going to get it up to about 150, 175 degrees. But I also put 4 cups of sugar. I put 4 cups of sugar in it. And I'm just going to sit here and stir everything till it's nice and dissolved. And I'll get right back with y'all. All right, we have our desired temperature of 150 degrees. And we have to let and set it cool back down to room temperature. And while we're doing that, we're going to do something else while we're waiting for that to cool. Today I went to a farmer who has Jersey cows, and I got some fresh cow milk. And I'm going to attempt to get all the cream off the top of it and put it in this blender and make butter. Now, I've never done this before, just watching videos on it, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to start getting the cream out of the milk and putting it in the blender, and I will get back with y'all, and so y'all don't have to listen to the loud blender. Be right back. Okay, that did not work out like I thought it would. I had left the raw milk on its side in those jars in the ice chest, covered in ice. So what happened was all of the cream was on the side. So I shook it up really good and put it in the refrigerator. Very, very cold. So I'll let it sit in the refrigerator for a little while, maybe a couple of hours, and let the cream rise up to the top. But the project I'm doing now is what's causing me to cough, actually. It has to do with some Old Bay. So I am going to cook some shrimp. I got the pot of Old Bay heating up, and we're going to do some shrimp. So y'all stand by, and we'll get back with you on that. We'll definitely get back to the cream and butter. The first project with the peaches, heating it up and doing what I'm doing, everything you use has to be extremely sterilized. The buckets that were used were extremely sterilized with bleach water and rinsed with scalding hot water, boiling hot water. And the containers that I'm putting it in has also been scalded hot water poured through them. So anyway, it's very important to make the first project we're doing, everything has to be extremely sterilized. You don't want no bacteria. You don't want nothing that can make you sick. But anyway, I'll get right back with y'all. The video the other day that Southern Boy Prepper put out, I don't know if y'all got to watch it or not, but he was actually in Sam's grocery store, looking at the meats. There was no meat left. A lot of stuff on canned goods was gone. And one particular thing he was looking for was tamales in a can. And Southern Boy Prepper, I wanted to tell you, you were looking in the wrong spot. And they no longer have it in the can. My wife makes tamales all the time, and kind of thinks it's a sin to buy tamales in the can, but I know why you're doing it. But you need to go look for the tamales in the box. Tastes a lot better than out of the can. And I got some here, I'll show you. Some tamales in the box. So there you go. Just looking in the wrong spot. All right, I got the shrimp boiled, and I have them on ice. See that? Beautiful shrimp on ice. I boiled them with Old Bay seasoning. Brought the water up to a boil, and once it came up to a boil, I put the shrimp in and let the shrimp stay in there for about 4 minutes, and took them out and put them on ice. Now the heads, I put the heads in the pot right now, and they're cooking. I don't eat the heads, but I have chickens, and chickens love shrimp and crawfish. They love the shell, and so I give it to them, and they love it. We'll be back in a minute. All right. We had a little bit of a mishap. I think I told you about the milk. I got to let it sit for 12 hours in the refrigerator to get the cream to come back to the top, so we can't make the butter tonight, so it's something that we can do tomorrow night. But anyway, let me go back to the peach juice. I got it cooled down to room temperature, and I made this little apparatus. I put 2 tablespoons of yeast in there. I'm sorry, 1 teaspoon of yeast, and I shook it vigorously for about 2 to 3 minutes. And there's a plastic tube that goes in. Doesn't go into the liquid, it's just at the top of the deal. It goes into this water bottle, and it goes into the water. And as it ferments, the gases will come out that little tube there that I put in there. And then after about 7 to 10 days, 14 days, we will have homemade peach wine. Now I don't drink, and I'm not promoting drinking, but you can use peach wine or any kind of wine really for cooking. I like to marinate ribs in it. I let the ribs marinate overnight and put them on the barbecue pit, and they have actually won some trophies at cook-offs doing that. So y'all have to give that a try. But anyway, went out and gathered my eggs. Got to get them eggs, got to get them cleaned up. And if my wife was here, she would blow a gasket, because when she left, this kitchen was clean, and now it looks like a tornado hit it. But anyway, as y'all know, I had the procedure done, had the lung biopsy done a few days ago. And we will know something on Tuesday. I'm supposed to do a live deal Tuesday with my doctor, and he'll tell me what the outcome of that is. But anyway, I feel all right. I get short of breath quite a bit. There's something in the right lung. We just don't know what it is, but it's a mass. But he did say it could be that the fluid in my lungs could have solidified, and because all the other tests we had done come back negative for cancer. So anyway, just wanted to let y'all know that. Tomorrow I got to work out in the garden. Teresa asked me to do some things for her out there, so I'm going to do that. Get the herb garden going, and or get the seeds going in some egg crates. Mr. Tom did some seeds in egg crates, and that's what we're doing. We're going to do our herbs in egg crates and see how they come out. I'm sure if he did them, they're going to turn out just fine. So everything that we've done that he's asked us to do, or that we followed him, has come out perfect. But anyway, guys, that's about it. We will make the butter tomorrow night, and also want to, I'm not sure if y'all have ever had this before. A lot of people have never even heard of it, but This is what I want to make for y'all one night. Y'all can tell me what that is. That is pickled eggs and beet juice, and it's a cold canning process, and very delicious, very good. And I make the eggs last a long time. But anyway, I will call it quits for the night. Get this kitchen cleaned up. So Teresa's off at work, and I won't see her till Tuesday morning. She's an essential worker, a caretaker, nurse kind of. But anyway, God bless y'all. Sorry about the chaotic little video today. Everything didn't work out like I wanted it to, but we'll get around to it. I need to do one thing at a time. I realize that, but I had so much stuff I had to get done and wanted to share with y'all. And unfortunately, it didn't turn out like I wanted it to. But anyway, we got the wine making right now. And you can see it's very cloudy. Peach wine. But when this is all done and over with, it'll be nice and clear with a peach color to it. So we will see. And once it starts fermenting, I'll show y'all how it's burping through that little hose deal that I made. You can buy those online, but they're expensive, and you can make it yourself just like I did, and don't hardly cost anything. But anyway, guys, God bless each and every one of y'all. Thanks for watching the videos, and thank you, Mr. Tom, for all that you do in Deep South Bama. Thank you, Southern Boy Preppers and his family, for helping us out. And I was just joking about the box tamales. I know why you wanted the canned tamales, because they have a lot of fat content and they last for years and years and years. So if you're ever in a survival situation, you can live off of canned tamales. But anyway, God bless y'all. Have a good night, and we'll see y'all later.